Hi, welcome to Finding the Word. I'm Melanie Brown, and I am finished. The word today is finished. Today is the last day for this particular case in the schools here in Jacksonville. And it was 5 weeks gone, just like that. And so finished was the word I thought, but then I have another word. I was going to combine them. But the funny thing was, when I went for the other word, there was finished. So I was like, okay, that wasn't even the word I was looking for. So this is telling me this is the passage to talk about and look at. So it's feeling like I need to just do the one each and separate them out. So since I found finished within that one, we're going to go with finish today. And so the funny thing that is the word I feel like about it is that anything in the beginning that feels like a long whatever, like it's something that will be taking a while. It's going to be a road. It's going to be ahead of you that is a road ahead of you that is going to take forever. It feels like that in the beginning. I don't care what thing it is that you're anticipating that the ending is a long way off. It is always there before you know it. The two things I know is I remember the first time, when you're having your first child and your first time that you're expecting. And it's like, 9 months, really 10 if you think about it. And it's so long. It's going to take forever. And I'm telling you, you're at their graduation before you know it. You're just sitting here like, did we just have him? What's going on? But for real, it's that first birthday. Instantly. I mean, you feel like you literally just give birth to them, change a few diapers, and you're singing happy birthday. It's a quick time frame for a year. And it's so relative to what's going on as to what feels long or what feels short. Because some things, depending on the situation, if you're waiting on an ambulance, a minute is a long time, or 2 minutes when you can't breathe and things like that. But then when you're really busy, maybe you're onto the second or third child, you realize that very same 10 months that seemed like it was taking forever, or 9 months, you're like, it's here. I'm not even ready. I got to get stuff together, So this case always does this. In the beginning, I feel like it's going to take a long time. But then it's over. It's finished before I know it. And if you have anything in front of you, this is the word that I'm feeling on this, that whatever the task is, get started. Get started, because you're going to be at the end of it before you know it. It's going to be quick. You're going to look up and be finished. There are things that we are called to do. There are things that we're supposed to be doing. There are books that should be done. There are businesses that should be started. There are organizations that you want to head up and stuff. There's just all kinds of things, ministries to begin and services and things. And it feels like so much. I know for the fact, I can attest to this, it feels like so much in the beginning, but you just move forward. You just keep going. You just do things daily. You look up, and you're either almost or completely finished. So I found finished looking for another word in First Chronicles. And First Chronicles is not a book that, there's a ton of scriptures out of. I really don't know that I've been in this one very often, and should probably go back and read. There's a lot of interesting stories and things to get from it and pull from it. So I'm glad to be there. First Chronicles 28. And it is verse 20 where finished is. I'm going to start actually with 9 and read through. This is about the temple that was being built. And it says, "And Solomon, my son, learn to know the God of your ancestors intimately. Worship and serve him with your whole heart and a willing mind. For the Lord sees every heart and knows every plan and thought. If you seek him, you will find him. So take this seriously. The Lord has chosen you to build a temple as his sanctuary. Be strong and do the work. Then David gave Solomon the plans for the temple and its surroundings, including the entry room, the storerooms, the upstairs rooms, the inner rooms, and the inner sanctuary, which was the place of atonement. David also gave Solomon all the plans he had in mind for the courtyards of the Lord's temple, the outside rooms, the treasuries, and the rooms for the gifts dedicated to the Lord. The king also gave Solomon the instructions concerning the work of the various divisions of priests and Levites in the temple of the Lord, and he gave specifications for the items in the temple that were to be used for worship. David gave instructions regarding how much gold and silver should be used to make the items needed for service. He told Solomon the amount of gold needed for the gold lampstands and lamps, and the amount of silver for the silver lampstands and lamps, depending on how each would be used. He designated the amount of gold for the table on which the bread of the presence would be placed, and the amount of silver for the other tables. David also designated the amount of gold for the solid gold meat hooks used to handle the sacrificial meat, and for the basins, the pitchers, and the dishes, as well as the amount of silver for every dish. He designated the amount of refined gold for the altar of incense. Finally, he gave him a plan for the Lord's chariot, the gold cherubim whose wings were stretched out over the ark of the Lord's covenant. Every part of this plan, David told Solomon, was given to me in writing from the hand of the Lord. Then David continued, "Be strong and courageous and do the work. Don't be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord God, my God, is with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. He will see to it that all the work related to the temple of the Lord is finished correctly." The various divisions of priests and Levites will serve in the temple of God. Others with skills of every kind will volunteer, and the officials and the entire nation are at your command. I was getting all kind of messages here. When you are given your instruction, do you remember how we just talked about writing the plans out, making them very plain? This is shown here. This is very specific. So I know that when God is giving us our plans, the things he is wanting to do, he will be specific on the things that he's telling you to do. You will know what they are, and it's important to write those out. He is saying that there were very specific things that were details, and they weren't to be overlooked as, well, I'm going to weigh this one, and it's a little bit, and then I'll just weigh this one, might be a little bit more. It's saying that it was very precise, the amount of gold, the amount of silver, down to each plate. If you are given a task, don't overlook the specifics. Don't overlook the preciseness of the things, of each thing. Don't let it just be, well, I believe I'm supposed to do this and for this, but I'll do it this way. If you are doing work, whatever the work is, and there is an amount or there is a particular, do it precisely. There are details involved, and the details matter. Every part of it, he said, was given to him in writing from the hand of the Lord. It's important that we know where our directions are coming from, where our instructions are coming from. They can't just be from anywhere. We have to make sure it's the hand of the Lord. People can be very well-meaning, or they can have good intentions for suggestions and things that they say to you that seem to make total sense to them. It could have made sense to change up any of these things for whatever the reasons at that time. It was from the hand of the Lord. Know where your instructions come from so that it is given to you precisely and you follow them that way. Also, I'm seeing be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid and don't be discouraged. Sometimes when a task is huge before you, you can get discouraged. Sometimes when it seems really big, what you're about to embark on or do, you can get some discouragement coming in. You can get it to where you're feeling like, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Seems like too much. But you do not have to be afraid. You do not need to allow discouragement to come in. He is with you, and he will not fail you or forsake you. He will see to it that all the work that's related to what you are asked to do, and whatever that huge task is finished correctly. And so there's going to be people set up to help you and to work with you. He said others with skills of every kind. They're going to volunteer. Officials, the entire nation are at your command. Nothing changes. Where we are, there's people set up. People will come. People will be there to assist. He will send them. Now, I also wanted to see, because I thought, well, how long did it take from beginning to end? What was the time frame? Because this was a big task set before Solomon. It says the first temple that Solomon was building was finished in 957 BCE. And it says that he started construction in the 4th year of his reign. And he concluded in the 11th. It took 7 years. So sometimes the tasks that we have before us are going to take a while. Nothing is to be shortcutted, and it's okay the length of time that it takes. You are still just supposed to go forward until it's completed. It's not saying stuff is always going to be done fast or quickly or right away. You just see it through until it is finished. But that 7 years still went by. And just like I'm saying, when you look up, it will be finished, it will be over, and you will arrive at the time where you've completed this task that you have been given. We have our plans, we have our tasks set before us, and we just need to get them done. We need to get started. And it wasn't even right after he talked about it. Sometimes these things have been given to you a while back. They have been given to you at a different time, and years may have gone by. It doesn't change the plans, and it doesn't change what it is that is going to be accomplished and what it is he's going to use you to do. Just be willing and get started, and before you know it, you will be finished. So I'm about to go out of here for the last day. I am finished with this case after today. And it so happens I'm way out in Arlington, and originally I was complaining a bit about that originally, because I was like, wait, never mind, doesn't matter. It's the last day anyway, so who cares? When you get to the end of stuff, sometimes it doesn't make a difference. You're like, it could be far, it's last school. But then O told me that he is working because he has started his new position. He's as floating now. His clinic he's going to be at is in Arlington today as well. So we are hopeful that we will be able to meet up around the lunch hour at some point and get together. So I think that would be a very nice ending to this case if that can work out for us today. So the word is get started so that you can get finished with whatever it is that God has for you to do. Don't forget to find the word, and I will see you tomorrow.